Hello, my wonderful friends. Meg is here back in the library. My favorite time of the day. I got my hot cocoa and marshmallows sitting here in the library with all my books, and we're going to read my favorite book of all time. Life does not get better than this. And as a matter of fact, today, one of my little spring cleaning projects, you've probably seen it in the intro video, the little veranda there that looks out over the forest. I cleaned that off, swept it and hosed it off and put my chair out there. And so I was thinking we might even start making some videos out there now that it's so nice this time of year. So we are in Asha 4. I think we'll do 4, 5, and 6 today. Are you guys enjoying it? It touches my heart when you guys go to the comments and say you love Asha. It's like saying you love me. So I love you so much. I always ask, please, please, please do this for me. Go to Amazon, leave your review. We got 89 reviews on Amazon. I want to take it to 100. Asha deserves 1,000,000, but at least let's give 100. And it really does help us sell more books, moves us up in that algorithm. I love to read the reviews, and then people, when they buy the book, they read them. So Asha 4, this is all about the Magi magic. You know, we want to form. We want to make our world. We want to make form and matter. We want to make a better world. And so this shows us how to do it. And it says to create it with word. Spoken word are spells, yes, but it's got to be more. It's got to come deeper from that. It's got to be faith, your true belief, not just what you're hoping for, begging for. You know, I've seen that a lot. For instance, like people, they'll pray in Jesus' name, but they already have kind of set in their mind that it's not going to work, and kind of like, if it's your will to heal me, you know, but they're already thinking it's probably not going to work. It's not his will. That's okay. They kind of get a mindset, a belief. You have to, like a dog on a bone, have a reason to believe, a reason to hold on, to hold that frequency, to hold that word. And so the word, it's like that original Om that the perfect creator's perfect mind created the perfect world with, which we're trying to bring here to the planet Earth, right? That's what we do as the Magi. That's why the Magi come. And so Asha 4, I think, describes it beautifully. Everything you have to do, the 4 things you have to do to create Asha. So we create it with word. Well, again, word, it's the frequency that we hold, that we are. That's important to know. It's what we are is what we will make, not what we want, what we think would be nice, but what we are. You have to, matter of fact, like if you want healing, you have to convince yourself that I am health. I am divine health itself. And obviously, sickness can't live in health, because where health is, sickness cannot be, right? And so you got to start wrapping your mind around these ideas of frequency and energy. So it says these 4 powers are the mental power concerned with forming. Number 1 is temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think err. You could even say it like, do not sin by thinking the error, by thinking lie and illusion. Don't look at the world that was created with the wrong gods and the wrong ideas and the wrong energy, right? The world you see on the news is the world that was created by gods that get angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children. You know, those warring gods. And so don't look at that world, right? You need to look at the true world. Where do I find it, Magus? Inside that divine spark. You know what good is, right? So you go inside. Don't think the sin, the lie, the illusion. Number 2 is fortitude, strength in facing adversity without fear, without doubt. I wish I would have put without worry. I always add that myself. But you can't be fearful. You can't be doubting, right? And you can't worry, because when you're worrying, look at this. And to see this, you'll see how the opposite works. So when you're worrying, you're actually praying for the worst outcome. Can you believe that? You are praying in an effective, powerful prayer, because when you're worried, right, that's a strong emotion. And you'll start to catch on to this. When you have one of your prayers answered, you'll notice it's one of those times like when you lost your shit and you got maybe angry, or you got, demanding, or you just got crying out, where are you? And something happens and you start to catch on to the energy, right? And so when you have a belief and then you add strong energy, so you wouldn't be worrying unless you believed that something bad was about to happen. And then you add that strong belief, it's rushing to you. Now flip the switch, or flip the script, I should say. Now with strong emotion, just as strong of emotion as you get when you're worried, like stir up an emotion of excited. It's coming. I know it. I have a reason to believe my good is coming. And the only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is good, and it's mine to be had. And you lay hold of it, and you don't let go, and you fight. And you'll see that Magi magic start to take place. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button. Let me know. Number 3, one of the most important, we always talk about this, Magi magic only works with reason. You have to have a reason to believe. Otherwise, you're just hoping. You're just, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Right? Maybe you're begging a deity in the sky. Hey, I'll do this if you'll do this for me. Or I'll stop doing this if you'll do this for me. Never works. Never works. You have to have a reason to believe. Again, what is our reason? Can you tell me? Our reason is because that's what's real. Our good is what's real. The perfect creator's perfect mind, what could come from it? Perfection. So it's not wrong for you to ask and believe for perfection. Matter of fact, that should be our baseline, and then evolution grow from there. That life and the world is good, but it gets gooder and gooder, right? Godder and godder. Our reason to believe is that God is all good and his creation was all good, and we want to attune back to that. Number 4, energy, right? Energy, frequency, right? That's what makes the form and matter. Form and matter is just energy vibrating at certain frequencies. You can change the form and matter with the frequency of the energy. And so we want a source of usable power. What do? We use God, the highest principle of good. Again, not one of those gods, mixed gods. Zoroaster means pure starlight, undefiled, undiluted, unmixed. If you have a mixed God, mixed energy, so you could spirit, energy, gods, whatever you want to call it, it's energy. So if you have mixed energy and you're holding it, that's what you're creating. You're creating a mixed world, right? Get crazy. Go for a good world. Believe it. Hold it. It's good. Asha 5, one of my favorites. 5, 12, 13, my all-time favorites. Believe only the highest truth, and you enter Asha. You're actually sucked up into it, and it's actually rushing to you. Instantly you collide, right? By believing only the highest truth, which is Asha. What is Asha? It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. The only thing that could come from his mind. It's the reason of the Magi to believe, to have faith. It's heaven on earth. It's the highest truth. So many good things, right? It says, as the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. Does that make sense? So simple. This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. Oh, I wish I could just be right there looking in your eyes. Are you getting this? I want you to get this so bad. Let me just start over. This isn't worth rushing over. If you need to screenshot that for you guys that can't get this in your country. As the wise Lord is perfect, right? So we're talking about the all good spirit here. Again, the original monotheistic religion, God was just good. unmixed. The religions that followed, like Christianity, Judaism, Islam, a lot of the other ones, they changed the image of the original and they added attributes to him that aren't his. Right? We talked about jealous, hate, war, killing men, women, and children, things that aren't the highest principle. So we got to go back to the original. So as the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha. This is what we want to form in our lives. Heaven on earth, truth. It's what's real. All right? This idea of truth is the very Spirit of God. You must live in that Spirit of God. Right? That's Asha is the very Spirit of God. You want to live in Asha. Asha has to live in you. Does that make sense? You have to hold that frequency of Asha and you will live in Asha. I don't think I've ever said it better than that. I think that clicked for someone that maybe didn't see it before. It is much more than not making a false statement. It is the true vision of God's ideal existence. And I love this. It is the real above all real, right? There might be a real world that you see on the news, but that's not the real world. It's not what came from the perfect creator's perfect mind. That's why, you saw my video earlier today, I kind of showed you around my Asha. I create my own Asha. I don't need to go outside of myself, and I don't need to go outside to find my Asha. I'll create it myself. Thank you very much. The highest truth. It's creation in perfect harmony where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Are you guys loving this? Do you see why I love this little orange book so much? Mwah! Oh, it's my life. My God, my God. All right, 6. We'll end here on 6. If you guys need to screenshot that. I look inward to the God mind, right? Vohu menu. The God mind. Here in the West, we use the Christ mind. It's the divine spark, the Fravashi in Zoroastrianism. I look inward to the God mind and I see truth. That's where you're going to find that truth to align and attune yourself to look inside. Remember, don't look outside. Look inside for that true story. And you experience soundness of mind. How many have been around long enough that happened for you? You finally got peace of mind, soundness of mind. You didn't feel like you're crazy because this is so reasonable and it makes so much sense. Thoughts make your world, right? Beliefs make your thoughts. Reason makes your beliefs. Mind reasons. Mind is the reason. One day you'll have this awakening and you'll realize all is mind. My friends, and you'll see it one day. Try to explain it, I can't. But you will just one day you'll see, oh, all is mind. Right? I think a lot of scientists, they kind of call it like a simulation, right? And then as we're starting to see that everything that seems solid is just energy, right? It's a mind. It's a mind. You change the thought of the mind, right? You can change the world, the frequency, the energies, all is mind. So we work in mind. Our superpower is our minds. Beautiful Magi. Know this. When you know this, then the illusion goes away. When you know this, the lion illusion will start to fade from your eyes, from your senses, from your hearing. You won't see such horrible things, hear such horrible things. You'll start being like me, walking around thinking, my God, I think I'm in heaven. Life is so good. Life is a gift. Asha is. Say that with me. There's power in that. Asha is. And when you think about all that's behind that, the perfect creator's perfect idea is, that's what's real. Say it. Asha is. Matter of fact, go to the comments right now. Just put that right in there. Asha is. There's power in writing, in spelling, in speaking our spells. Belief in only good. Belief in only that God good, that pure God good. It is this complete trust that brings out manifestations right now, real as they already are. How? By means of reason. Reason. We have a reason to believe. What is that reason? I want you to get it. What is there a reason to believe and have faith? Because the only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is perfection. That's what we're restoring. That's why we came, Magi, to this earth. We're moving that little needle towards positivity, away from the negative, towards love, towards peace, towards joy. Our frequency, our energy does that. And I'm so proud of you. And I love you.